Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Staples, physical therapist and Pilates teacher, here to show you a 10-minute workout using the Spinal Arc created by Balance Body. A very portable, easy piece of equipment that mimics the spine corrector of Joseph Pilates. So let's get started. So start sitting into the well, feet flat onto the mat, arms out in front of you, and slowly start to roll yourself back. And as you're rolling back, only go as far as your back's feeling okay at that point. That's an inhale. Exhale and curl yourself back on up. Continuing that movement, and as you continue, as you're able to go a little bit further back, allow your arms to float a little bit overhead, and then allow yourself to come back on up. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. One more here. Warming up the spine, going back into supported extension, watching to make sure that your neck stays nice and long with your body. Now from here, I'm going to turn towards the camera. So we're going to turn. The front leg is going to be bent in front, the side leg bent out to the side. Allow yourself to lean over and use the arc as a prop to support you, to reach it overhead, bring that top arm down, and slide yourself back on up. So just a nice warm up, warming up the spine, moving in this side bending or lateral flexion direction. Exhaling. And exhale. Now I'm going to turn facing the other way. So turning on around. Same 3 movements over here. One more. And now we're going to turn and face back to where we started. Having those feet a little further out, bring your arms out in front of you. So now we're going to add rotation into our roll back. So we take an inhale here, exhale, start to roll back and gently drop one arm by the side, look at it, and then follow it back around to exhale to bring yourself back on up. We'll alternate sides. 2 more each side. One more each side. Having your gaze follow your hand, reaching on up. Same thing the other way. And reach it on up. Now take your hands to your arc, move your bottom forward so your sits bones are off the front edge of the arc. So that means the bones that you sit on. Carefully roll yourself back. So now you're in this curled position. We're in the perfect position to go ahead into our 100. So we bring our legs up to tabletop, lengthen them out to the angle that's best for you, that you still feel supported. And we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that pattern going. Keep reaching long. Keep your arms beating up and down. They should be moving quickly. And we go 70, 2, 3, 4, 5, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 80, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 92, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hug those knees in. Stay and breathe. Now we go into one leg stretch. So we're going to grab one leg, reach the other leg out long. Inhale, exhale, switch. As you keep going, make sure the leg that you're grabbing, that shin is pushing gently up into your hands. And we switch and switch, 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 switch. 2 more, 1 more each side. Hug both knees in and pause. As you're here, keep your knees pushing into your hands so that way you can stay in that curled position. Going into double leg stretch. Arms will move as well. Inhale, we open. Exhale, pull it around. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 2 more. Last one. And pause. Now we're going into our straight leg, single leg. One leg is up, one leg is down, and we switch. Exhale when you catch, inhale when you release. Pull, 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 and 3, 3, and 2, 2, last 1, and 1. Pull those legs on in. Moving on to double straight leg. Bring your hands behind your head. Lengthen your legs on up. Press those legs together. Lower and lift. And 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Hug those legs in, and abdominal series done. Carefully bring your hand back to sit on up. Now once you're here, we're turning back, but this time instead of having that outside leg bent, you're straightening it on out. Line yourself up, shoulders, rib cage, and pelvis. Bring your hands back behind your head. Now we're reaching out long, lengthening out towards the arc. That's your inhale. Exhale, lengthen out to pull and come all the way up. Notice my head is pushing back into my hands. Inhale as we go over nice and long. Exhale, reach it on up, reaching long. One more time here. Reach it on over. And exhale to reach it on up. Other side. Hands behind your head, head into your hands. Inhale, lengthen the body out. Exhale, reach it on up. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale, up we go. 1 more. And exhale. Good, bring yourself on up and come onto your stomach, onto your arc. So you're gonna bring your body onto the arc. Arms are out in front, legs are back out behind you. Find the place where you can lift your legs up and your arms up. And it may be a millimeter difference, but first just stay there for our swan. Breathing in, breathing out. My breath is what's allowing me to move. Now find your long line going into swimming. Flutter those arms and legs. Breathe in smoothly in and out for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Pause, lower everything down. Bring your hands in, bring your knees into the well, and just stretch yourself on back. You can allow your head to rest lightly onto the arc. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Okay, we're gonna move on to our leg series. So you're gonna go back to your well, and we're gonna end up lying down. Your head and shoulder blade area are on the other side of your arc. So slowly start to roll back, walk your feet on up, and slowly slide back so your head and shoulder blade area are off. Hands are holding onto the sides, legs are up, reach them up towards the ceiling. Slowly lower your legs down and allow your legs to come back on up. And as you go back and forth, we're keeping your head and shoulder blade area anchored. Whatever of the spine between your shoulder blade and your pelvis is touching on the arc stays. So we want to keep that contact. My hands, as they're on the arc, is just gently holding the arc towards me versus pushing it away, making sure everything stays in place. Now gently take it to circles. Open those legs, lower, draw them in and up. Reverse the circles. Now bend your legs. Heels are going to touch, toes are apart, so we're bending like a frog. You're going to take those legs, reach them out to a long diagonal, and then gently bend them back on in. And exhale, press. Inhale, bend. As you bend, make it less about, I'm just letting my knees bend. Imagine there's Velcro between your thighs. And as you bend, you're pulling that Velcro apart. As you press, you're pressing that Velcro together. One more time. Now from here, bringing both legs on up, you're gonna scissor your legs. So one leg comes towards you, the other one goes away. And then switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Switch, and pause at the bottom, taking it to a bicycle. When I bend my knee, my foot is trying to come to the arc. So then I go ahead and reach, and then I lengthen. Bend and lengthen, reaching for that well, reaching nice and long, reaching and opening, trying to keep that space between my rib cage and my pelvis the same on both sides. Last one. Bring your legs on up, bend your knees in towards you, slowly push your arc away, and as you push it away, you'll roll off of the arc. Allow your legs to rest over top. Let your arms rest by your side. Close your eyes for a moment for a couple breaths in and out. And thank you for joining me for this Spinal Arc movement class. Have a good day.